Hi, today I want to talk to you about getting backup lighting once again. We got a cheap, and this is really cheap, it's like $6, $7, something like that on eBay. It's a lantern style with a flashlight. Now, we did order one, and you see we have two here. The reason we have two is the first one came in, the glass, and this is glass, was broke, and the lantern itself did not work. The flashlight, of course, did, but immediately they shipped out another one. Since the lantern doesn't work, I just have it taped off. This is solar recharge. You see the little light there? And it also charges through a wall outlet. I'm going to talk about the good things and bad things about it. This light. It's very specific light. If you see, I have a outlet here. This is a brand new outlet. I mean, it's literally brand new. And I have my MP3 player here. The reason I'm got an outlet out is these lights charge two different ways. One is solar. Two, it plugs in. Now the plug that comes with this light is complete trash. Now I'm going to put it in, plug it into this brand new outlet. And you can see that is just very loose. I mean, just very loose. I can take it out with two fingers. It doesn't want to stay in. So if you use the plug to charge it with, be very careful, because you can see it's plugged in and just hanging here. It is pulling out. So the prongs on here are very super thin. They're nowhere near as thick as a regular plug. But can you do it? Yeah, you just have to take them and like bend them to make it a little bit tighter when you stick it in there. And these things are just so easy to bend. And then put it in, and that'll help keep it in place. But every time you plug it in, you're going to have to do that, because they are very, very thin. The reason I'm talking about these lights is because this is one of the cheapest solar options I have found. These are like $6, $7. Unlike my light up there, which is now like 13, and you know, is this handy? Of course it is. You can plug it in, you can charge it up through USB and through other methods. But these lights, that's what I'm talking about. These lights are not just flashlights, they are also lanterns. And once again, this one was broke. The lantern did not work at all, so I just have this one taped. These also have a USB right here on the side for charging other things. I'm going to flip this like this, and I'm going to plug in my MP3 player. Now the USB on these is not for charging it. It is strictly for power output, for you to charge up a phone and things like that. Now remember, these are extremely cheap lights. But once again, you got the flashlight. And let me pull this. And you got the lantern. And since they do charge from solar, these are extremely good backup lights to have. Any light that charges through solar and other means is a good light to have. But like I said, they're extremely cheap made. They're extremely cheap lights. But if you're interested in having emergency lights where you can just keep it charged constantly and it's there when you need it and you don't have to worry about batteries, one of these lights might be for you. And of course, they were made in China, like pretty much everything else. I Don't see a name brand or anything like that. But here's the model number, I believe. And the only thing it really says is rechargeable camping lantern. So if you're looking for something like this, then this may be a good option. It's a cheaper option than some of the other stuff. Now, if you read here, it says power failure. To keep the emergency light plugged into the wall outlet, can automatically act to power failure and start working automatically. I have checked that function. That absolutely does not work. I don't care what they say. I have tried that. Anytime you open this, boom, the light's on. So, I just keep it closed, keep it plugged in. If you're going to plug it in, make sure your plug is tight. Like I said, this is a brand new outlet. This is one of the bad things about cheap stuff from Japan or China, is it's not made very well. When we got this one in the mail, this is how it looked. Now this is glass, so you gotta be careful with that. This is how it looked. Had breaks in it. The lantern itself didn't work, but the solar charging does work. The USB output does work. The flashlight does work. So I wasn't gonna complain. I just let them know. I sent them pictures, and immediately they shipped me another one. So, and like $6-7, something like that is what these costed. I actually may end up ordering another one of these, because it's good to have any type of backup light. Now remember, if you get one of these, the USB is not for charging it. It is for output only. Now these have a very, very small, I believe it's a lithium ion battery in it, but it's extremely small. So don't expect to charge your, tablet off of it, or, even your smartphone, most likely. I have not tried to charge a phone off this, because we only have one smartphone. My girlfriend owns it, and she uses that for work, so I'm not going to try to plug that in. But for a cheap little light that's also a lantern, if the lights go out, this is a really cheap option. And like I said, it does charge from solar. There's the little light there. There we go. And just so people know, this here is a LED light. I just have it set up here, so I have some light for this camera. So solar does work with LED. Alright, that's it. That's all I'm going to do is talk about this light. Once again, if you plug it in, make sure you bend the prongs on your plug, or it definitely will not stay in. I mean, it's just, even bent, it's not the best. I mean, give it a little shake. You can see a little bit of space up there maybe, and it's not super tight compared to a regular plug. So if you're charging it this way, keep an eye on it. If you're charging it through solar, that's great. But this video is getting really long. I just wanted you to see one of the cheaper light options that also is a lantern. Alright, that's it. I apologize for the length of the video. I hope everything turned out. And everyone have a good day. Bye.